So the first card you have for your past is the Five of Swords. So yes, this card can be about clashes, it can be about greedy people, selfish people, people upsetting other people, and people just walking away from some upset or difficult people, all of that kind of thing. And I am seeing a kind of clash. There's a kind of clash, or there was, between you and someone who really didn't agree with you. They didn't agree with something that you'd done or something that you wanted to do. And this was a decision that it kind of didn't affect them directly, but it kind of affected them emotionally. But maybe you felt that it shouldn't have affected them as much as they were making out. I'm just getting this feeling of you thinking that maybe they were over-invested in this, maybe they were a bit over-dramatic even about this. But I think you knew that this is what they were going to be like, and I think you knew that you would get this kind of reaction from them, when they found out what you were doing. So you cared about this person, one particular. There are two people I'm seeing, but there's one main person here. So I think this might be family, this might be relatives, this might even be your parents. There's one kind of dominant person, and then there's a secondary person in this thing. So yeah, you definitely cared about them, and I think you definitely cared about what they thought of you, how they felt about you. You were really worried about all of that. You didn't want them to dislike you or to be upset with you, but you also knew your own mind, and you knew what you wanted to do. So I'm actually seeing, I'm seeing that there are words. There are a lot of words, a lot of paragraphs of words actually. So maybe they sent you an email, a big long email, or even a letter. It might have even been. I don't think this is about a text message, because I am seeing a lot of words, paragraphs of words, more words than you usually put into a text message, but it might have been. And I think parts of this message sounded like an attack to you, like they were attacking you. I don't think they meant to attack you. I think they were upset with you. And I think that they were worried that you were doing the wrong thing for yourself. That's what I'm seeing there. There were accusations, definitely, in this great big long, whatever it was, email or letter or something. And yeah, you saw this situation very differently to the way they saw it. You probably, after a while, you probably just turned your back on this message, like the two men in this card. And I think you know that there's no point in even going over and over this with them. They might have wanted to go over and over this with you. But I think, you were coming to this kind of mindset that there was no point in going over and over it with them. And, you were never going to agree with them. But you did care about them. You wanted to show them that you did care about them, even though you were not going to do what they wanted. You were going to do what you wanted. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the next card you have for your past is the King of Wands. So yeah, you did want to do this, but I'm still seeing you not kind of moving forward yet at this time. Yeah, I keep on seeing you not wanting to disappoint this person. You've never wanted to disappoint them, and it could be, again, I'm seeing family, but I think you knew that this was something that you wanted to do, and that you felt that you really had to do. You had to do this, and I think you knew that this is what you had to do, but then there was hesitation. I'm seeing hesitation around this. Yeah, you might not have even taken action on this yet. You might still be thinking about it. Because this king, he's on the edge of his seat. It's like he's dying to get up and take action and do something. But he's hesitating. Things are going around and around in his head. He's thinking, because there's a lizard or a salamander behind his head, and it's kind of going around and around in circles, chasing its tail. So these are your thoughts going around and around in your head, and this is what was happening at this time. You had a lot to process, and I think you had a lot to think about before you were ready to actually take action. So the last card you have for your past is the Ace of Pentacles. yes, I don't want to be repetitive. I know I always say that, and I know I get accused of being repetitive, but sometimes I see messages about a similar subject or the same kind of thing in different cards, and sometimes the messages come out and they're saying to me, you must say this, you must say this, and sometimes these are things that I have to say, and so I do say them. But yeah, I keep on seeing this decision. I keep on seeing this thing you was really stressing about, you worrying about it. And this is a beautiful card. This is full of opportunity. This is full of growth. This person in the Five of Swords really, really wanted you to go back on your decision, change your mind. I think, they saw you as a great big stubborn rock or a mountain that wouldn't move, like the one in this card. It's a snow-covered mountain, actually. And, but you had to be stubborn, you had to be determined, so that you could grow and progress. Because, if you didn't make this decision and progress and do what you wanted, you'd be stuck back where you were, and you really didn't do that. You didn't want to do that. So, I'm looking at this mountain again, this kind of snow-covered mountain. And when you think about snow, it seems cold, it seems aloof, it seems like you're kind of cold toward people and you're kind of doing what you want and you're not listening to anyone and you don't care about them. And that's not true. You did care about these people. But the other thing about snow is, when it melts, it runs down the side of a mountain and it waters the grass and it waters the flowers, and then they can grow. These beautiful flowers start to grow. So, often when people grow, they need to leave old ideas behind, and sometimes they even need to leave people behind. I'm trying to say leave. So I'm not seeing you leaving them. I'm not seeing you leaving this person or not talking to them, but you're leaving their old ideas behind. It's like their ideas belong to the past and your ideas belong to your future. And so you need to grow. You need to grow and you need to say no to these people so that you can grow. That's what I'm seeing. And be happy. I mean, this is about your happiness as well, more than anything. It's about your happiness. So the first card you have for your present is the Page of Cups. Yeah, I'm seeing someone trying to be funny around you, actually, with this card. This is, they might be being a bit flirty around you, actually. I don't think they're being obvious about this. I think, you could be talking to this person. I think you're laughing because they make you laugh. And I think, you're talking and you're laughing and whatever, you're having a conversation. And then they'll say something that makes you kind of raise your eyebrow a bit, if that makes sense. Kind of open your eyes and go, it's like you're going to be thinking, or you are thinking, now wait a minute, is that flirting, or are they just being a bit funny or friendly? I don't know. So it was a bit kind of funny like that. And I think this is someone who you've been talking to for a long time. They probably know you very well. And I think, yeah, the other thing I'm seeing about this person is I think this might be an old friend of yours, actually. They've had a very difficult past, and I think you know a bit about this past. Not with you, but maybe with their home life or growing up or something. It was quite rocky, actually. And I think they've always used humour to kind of get through things, get through their problems. And I think you probably, you're not interested in them in a romantic way at all. Excuse me, you're only interested in them as a friend. You don't see them in a romantic way. And I think also you might be interested in someone else anyway, or you might already be in a relationship with someone else. And maybe this relationship that you have with someone else might have something to do with this decision. It might be something that these people or this person in the Five of Swords does not approve of. I'm just getting that it might have something to do with that. But yes, this person in the Page of Cups, they have feelings for you, actually. They don't say, they just joke a bit about that. But yes, sadly for them, you don't see them in that way. And I think you're not interested in them anyway. You have your eyes, excuse me, you only have eyes for someone else. So the next card you have for your present is the Four of Pentacles. So, yes, this is about a situation. Someone else is very attracted to you as well. You have people are attracted to you everywhere, all over this reading. I don't know, you have fans following you around or something. It's like you're a rock star or something. You have lots of people who are attracted to you. Yeah, but this is quite a sad situation, actually. I'm seeing this situation, and I think this actually could have been in your last reading or the one before or something like that, because I've seen this before. There's some kind of unfinished business, and you need to kind of sort this out. This is what I'm seeing. This is about an ex, something around them, or someone from your past, probably an ex. This has something to do with money or possessions or something that you need to sort out with them, some kind of practical thing. I hope this is going to make sense, but I'll just tell you what I'm seeing. They're stalling around this. They're stalling around getting this practical problem out of the way and finishing this. I think you're probably having a hard time making decisions around this as well, but I think that's because you're not sure about a few things. But they might be almost deliberately stalling this process on purpose, because deliberately is on purpose. I don't know why I said deliberately and on purpose. Anyway, yeah, they're trying to stall this because deep down, I think they still want to hold on to you, actually. Just like this man in the Four of Pentacles is holding on to this coin. They're holding on to this decision around money or possessions or whatever it was, this practical thing, because deep down they want to hold on to you. They don't want to let you go. And I think really, I think they know that. I think they know that this will never happen between you. I think their head is telling them that, but I think their emotions are feeling that their emotions aren't matching up with what their head's telling them. So this is a kind of an emotion-based decision, or it's not even a decision, it's like an emotion-based thing that they're doing to kind of keep this stalling, keep this from happening. Yeah, this is why they're taking their time. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, you might want to try to hurry up and sort this out, I think. And, you know, be very kind with them. Excuse me, I touched the microphone, sorry about that. Be very kind with this person, be very gentle with them, but also be very clear that you're not getting back together with them. Don't let them have false hopes or anything like that. Yeah. The last card you have, the last card you have your present is the Five of Cups. Yes. Yeah, this ex could be holding on to a lot of regret, actually, a lot of sadness. They want to keep this communication open between you. I'm seeing that again. They want to keep this bridge between you opened. They don't want to close the bridge. They don't want to burn the bridge. There's a lot of water under this bridge. A lot's happened between you. And yeah, you've moved on. That's what I'm seeing. You've moved on. You've moved on to someone else probably as well. I keep seeing that all through this reading. And again, I think you really need to sort this out and not leave this open-ended. You need to kind of sort something out, you know, tie the loose ends up, tell them in a nice, kind way that there's no kind of, you're not getting back together. And, you know, you can still be friends with them. There's nothing wrong with them. You can still talk to them. You can still help them out. They can still help you out. That's fine. But I think they need to know for sure that it's not going to happen with them. I think you need to kind of be clear with them. It's not going to be an easy conversation, but I think it is the fairest thing for them. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have for your future is the Sun, which is beautiful. I love the Sun. So yeah, you've always worried about what these people have thought of you, these people in the Five of Swords. I keep on seeing this is about something around that. And, you know, I think, you know, you're worried about them up to a point. Again, I keep on seeing their family. There might be parents, might be a parent. But, you know, part of them, I think you've always wanted their approval. Part of you has always wanted their approval. But then, you know, when you really think about it practically and you take the kind of relationship you have, whether this is a parent-child relationship or whatever it is, when you put that aside and you just see them as a person, and you see them as a person giving you advice or telling you what you should do, and you think about the way their life is, and then you think about, well, they're telling me to make this decision, but they're not in a position in their life that I want to be in myself. So I should only take advice for people who are in the position that I want to be in, and they're not in that position. So I think when you took away that sense of, oh, you know, I want their approval, or whatever dynamic you've had for years and years, you take that away and you just see them as people and you see you as a person. That can really help a lot to kind of make your decision as well. And I think that's what you're going to be doing at this time. Yeah, I think you might be letting go of a lot of guilt around this, and I think around this decision. And I think at this time you're going to let go of a lot of worrying about what they think of you as well. You really like them, you love them actually. And you don't want to disrespect them either. You don't want to do that. But you're just quietly, I think you're just quietly going to follow your own path. And once you really make that decision and you decide to do that, just follow your own path, go your own way, I'm just seeing this great overwhelming feeling of freedom, happiness, and that a weight is going to fall off your shoulders and you're just going to feel so much better, so much happier. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing in this Sun card. I think, you know, you're just going to be letting go and just making your decision and doing it finally. So the next card you have for your future is the Four of Wands. Beautiful. This is beautiful. You have the Sun and you have the Four of Wands. So yeah, this decision might be about, again, someone you wanted to be with, because I'm seeing you just wanting happiness with someone. This is a person, a relationship, or you might be already in a relationship with this person. Now I'm seeing that this person in the Five of Swords, or these people in the Five of Swords, were against this for some reason. It might be because of some beliefs they have. I'm seeing that they didn't approve for some reason. I'm seeing someone who might have very conservative beliefs, and your relationship or whatever you have with this person might go against that. I hope that makes sense to you. Yeah, if this resonates, you're right. You're right to be pursuing this. You're right to be pursuing what you want, and you're right to be pursuing who you want to be with. And I'm seeing in this card that I think when things die down, eventually, when things have calmed down, and in time, I think they're going to come around to accepting your decision, and I think they're going to come around to accepting this person as well. This is what I'm seeing in this card. This card's about acceptance, love, happiness, and also marriage. You might end up getting married to this person. And that's what I'm seeing in this card. I'm seeing happiness and being welcomed. I really, really hope this resonates, and I really hope this happens with you, because you've got the Sun and the Four of Wands. It's fantastic. And so the last card you have for your future is the Six of Wands, which is the Victory card. So this is, look at these three cards for your future. This is fantastic. So if you're stressing, if you're worrying about this situation, if you're worrying about these people not approving, if you think you're stressed and all of these things, look at these three cards and think about that. This is fantastic. You have victory. So again, I'm seeing that this decision, again, could be around a relationship. I'm seeing that it most probably is, because I'm looking at all these cards together. So this is what this is about probably. And yeah, and someone that wasn't approved of, they are going to be approved of eventually. And you're right to decide on what makes you happy, and you're right to decide on being with the person who you want to be with. Again, same thing, I know I'm repeating myself. And they're going to be welcomed. And yes, you're going to get victory. That's all I can say in this card. There's nothing else to add to that, because really the other cards really say it all. And that's just like kind of like a full stop in the end of these cards. This is fantastic. I'm really happy for you. I really hope this does resonate with you.